All right, let's get the laughs out now because we about to get into some serious topics.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no. Go ahead. You want
to? Yeah. So we've covered this story a bunch of times. There's been several developments, but a couple of weeks ago, Meg Thee Stallion was actually in an altercation where she got shot in the foot, and Tory Lanez was arrested with her after they was partying at Kylie Jenner house, and there was a lot of misinformation, a lot of conflicting stories since that happened, and nothing really came out. There was a lot of speculation, such as Adam 22. He came out and said he heard that this happened. And then Academic said, I heard that this happened. And you were starting to kind of piece together the story. And as more and more information started to leak, Meg Thee Stallion kind of took it into her own hands and actually said, okay, well, I see this misinformation is going out. Some people acting like I didn't get shot. And then she posted a picture of her foot showing her wound, saying like, yo, I actually did get shot. And then she took it down. Then she went on Instagram Live to say, okay, like I see that publicists and people are going out into the media and try to, deflect from the situation. But basically, Tory shot me. We were arguing. We were in a car. I had enough. We were almost, I think she said she was a couple minutes away from the house that she was staying in. So she decided to get out the car and walk to the actual house that she was staying in. And Tory shot her from the car. So this is the first time that somebody from the actual incident, especially Meg actually being the one being shot, named Tory Lanez as the shooter. So it's a big development. It sparked a lot of conversations about, it's canceling Tory. Why aren't people taking this as serious? Using the conversation of why people aren't protecting Black women, or why when a situation like this happens to a Black woman, why is it kind of not taken seriously? So it's a big conversation to be had around this whole situation. But coming from Meg Thee Stallion, we can almost, and again, we haven't heard Tory's side, so you kind of have to take it with some like a grain of salt. But Meg got shot, so if she's saying that Tory did it, it's kind of hold a little bit more weight. Yeah. So yeah, it's a big development.
We kind of always knew. I mean, I don't want to say I was in denial about it. I just didn't really want to like crucify the man for something that I wasn't 100% sure that he did. Again, when, like I was saying earlier, when you listen to what somebody's not saying, it kind of tells a lot. So when she was not saying that it wasn't him, it kind of told me everything I need to know. I'll just be kind of blunt and kind of point blank on this. My thing is Tory needs to be arrested. Like, you can say that's snitching, that's me, supporting cops. I don't really care about any of that. This is domestic violence, right? This is, y'all want to say I want to protect Black women, but then we let our stupid like street like rules like stop us from doing so, right? This is one of those things that it's out of our hands. It's out of anybody's hand. He should be arrested, and they should investigate, find out what exactly happened. Meg seems like she's willing to talk now. And if she talks to the cops, I don't look at that like. I seen a lot of people saying that she was snitching, and this is snitching now. And then I seen people that came out and actually like backed her in there, telling her it's not. My view on that is I don't understand how that's snitching. There's times that you need cops. There's just time. My house was robbed maybe 6-7 months ago, maybe last year or something like that. And what was I to do? Right? Like, what was I to do? I was going, somebody broke into my house, stole a bunch of stuff. What was I to do by myself? I'm just supposed to take the L. I have insurance, but the only way I can actually claim that insurance claim is if I put in a police report. So I'll call the police, right? Like, what else is there to do? Like, we in this, I know we in this mindset of saying all cops are bad, but they have a job in society. And that job is very much needed. And this is one of those times where we need them to do their job and investigate this thing. And if Tory committed a crime, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to do the time for that. There's some things I won't put up with. I don't put up with people not taking care of their kids, and I don't put up with people beating women. I just don't put up with it. It's not some shit that I can actually take. I can't take nobody in my circle, meaning you, any of my friends. I can't take that from anybody in my circle. I can't take that from anybody in my family. If somebody touched, my mom, my sisters, some shit I can't take. So when I see Meg Thee Stallion come out and have to deal with that, the utter audacity to be like, well, she's snitching. No, she's not. How? Why is it her duty to protect him at this point? She did that. She didn't have to do that. Like, what? Imagine that. Like, imagine getting shot, and then your first thought is still protecting somebody, the person that harmed you. That's a crazy concept to think about. Like, that's deeper than it may seem. Like, that's a fucked up thing to have to go through to be worried about the same person that could have easily killed you. You know, he could have easily shot her somewhere wrong. The bullet could have got lodged somewhere. It could have been, that could have went way worse. Excuse me. But so for her to have to come out and protect her for as long as he did, and then like she was saying, like, I'm covering for you, but then you come out, your publicists come out and then try to throw dirt on me. Like that's the fucked up part of it. You did me wrong several ways. Now you still continue to do me wrong. Like eventually I'm not going to be here to protect you no more. And that's what happened. And you could see it coming. Like she was posting stuff as it was going on, trying to tell her side of the story. But every time she had to tell a part of her story, the fact that he shot her was coming out more and more and more, to the point where it's just like, I'm just gonna go out and say it then, because you fucking around. Like I'm not about to. I'm just come out and say it. So it's unfortunate, because I like Tory Lanez. I like his music, but again, there's some shit I don't give a fuck about none of that when it comes to this. I could care less about Tory Lanez music. I could care less about canceling him. He needs to be investigated for having to do in a crime. If we want to protect our black women, like we say, this is one of the times. Like, let's do it then. If you want to do it, let's do it. But we got to do it the right way, right? Like, I'm surely not condoning more violence, so I don't think nobody should go after Tory and go try to shoot him or beat him up or anything like that. I'm not. You might, saying that might be you listening, and you might say like, "No, I think he should just get his ass beat." That may be cool to you. That's not enough for me. That's not the right way to do it. Because then we got another person that potentially is committing a crime, and another person that could go to jail for that. It's just a never-ending cycle, right? So that's kind of where I'm standing at it right now. I fully support Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah, I agree 100%. First of all, I don't think she a snitch. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like they were selling drugs and then they both got caught and then she like, all right, well, Tory was the kingpin. Like, that's snitching. You know what I mean? Using that opportunity to lessen your sentence and put it on somebody else. Like when y'all doing something illegal, when y'all both at fault. No, you being shot and then, like you said, holding it down because, like she's saying, like in today's climate, we got a gun in the car. I don't want to get shot. I don't want nobody else to get shot. I'm just trying to hold it down. Like, I don't want to deal with the police. I didn't cooperate. Yo, she did what she did what she had to do. You know what I mean? And for her to feel as though she had to continue to defend herself, she went above and beyond in this situation. So I definitely don't think that she a snitch. A lot of people came up and supported her with that whole, argument. I think for Tory, I think this just killed his career. You know, like it's what can you talk about? You know, you can't talk about being a gangster. You can't talk about women. That's his two bags. Like, what? I don't want to hear nothing from Tory no more, bro. Like it's over for me. You know, and I think single-handedly, he was having the best year. He was having the best 2020 of anybody. Like easily. Quarantine radio, getting off his label, becoming independent, making a name. Like, he was set up to be the next guy. And then for him to do something like this is like, this will go down in history as like one of the things in hip hop history. Like, I can't believe he just did this. And then another thing, like, I got sisters, bro. Like, I know all about domestic violence, and that's something I can't respect from anybody. Nah. You know, that's that, and you shooting her, that's across the line. You know what I mean? Like, I can't respect you as a man if that come out to be true. And again, we haven't heard this side of the story, so I'm trying to remain as objective as possible. But if this turns out to be true, then it's over for Tory Lanez. Like you said, I think he should be arrested, he should be prosecuted. And the same way we go after people outside of our community for doing these type of injustices, we need to have that same energy for Tory Lanez. And, you know, the same way we going after the cops who killed Breonna Taylor, who still have been arrested, who we still need to go out there, support, call, make sure that they get prosecuted. We still had to have that same energy for Tory, because we got to set the precedent that it's not okay to do this to our women. It's not okay to do this to people in our culture. And just because he was a rapper, because we made like his music, that doesn't give him a pass for that. So
yeah, we got to get this out of our culture.
Yeah,
we can't allow shit like this to happen. We can't, like, and that's why I'm not really about the canceling. But again, I just can't go on listening to Tory Lanez music or watching quarantine radios or seeing him do this and that. I can't do it anymore, right? Like, I just can't. I lost so much respect for him. So how can I then turn around and listen to his music? I'm not saying that's canceling. That's just a decision I'm making on my own based off my morals, based on what I believe in. I'm saying, hey, I'm not listening to this dude no more. I can't rock with it. Right. So you might have to make a decision for yourself. But as a culture, we have to. It's bigger than canceling Tory. We need to cancel this shit. People that think this shit is acceptable. Like we have to cancel that. We get that shit out of here. We have to call it out when we see it. We shouldn't take somebody else from another outside source telling us about that in the Black community. As the Black community, we should know that this is unacceptable, right? This is unacceptable. And brothers, dads, sons, uncles, all of us, like all of us Black men, like if we really want to like protect Black women, first we got to protect them from ourselves. Like we are the ones that really be hurting them. So we need to look out at it. We need to know, like I said, I don't accept shit like that in my circle. If I see it, I call it out. I'm telling you, like I'm at your neck about it. Like I don't care if we friends or not. Like those are things that if we are friends, then you're gonna have to do right by the women that are around you in your life. Like that's how I'm operating. That's how I'm coming at. If you're not operating like that, then you got to get the fuck around me. Like I don't deal with shit like that. That's how we need to start coming at this. We need to start facing that shit head on. Like, yo, I seen what you was doing over there. Like I seen you getting a little bit aggressive with your girl in the back. Like I ain't want to interrupt it then, or maybe I had to. But either way, like if it gets physical, I'm not going for it. I'm gonna fight you with her. Like that's not how we doing. So is it uncomfortable? Yeah, but we've been uncomfortable all 2020. This should be the easy shit to do. It should be the easy shit to call shit like this out. This is so black and white. Like it's not like the racism conversation where there's so many gray areas. This is black and white, bro. This is good or this is right or wrong, good or bad. Simple shit. This is not. Don't overthink it. If you see some shit like this happening in your life, in somebody around you, don't put up with it. Call the cops if you have to. If you, like I said, if you one of them sons, you too young, your mom in the back getting beat up by her new boyfriend, call the cops. Let them handle that. That's what they do. That's a crime, bro. They will take that man out of that house. Call somebody, bro. Get help. There's place for this. And then on the back end, continue to support that Black woman. Continue to help her out. And that's not even just Black women, but all women in general. But just saying, like, for this conversation, like Black women, like if we do need to be protecting them. They are under attack, but they're also under attack from us. So let's make sure that we calling that shit out in here, in the house too, instead of just whenever we feel comfortable, right? So that's my thing on it.
Yeah, he said it. Yeah. That's it right there.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I ain't going. Yeah, beautifully said. It's the respect for me.
Yeah.
Oh my, the girls them sugar.